What's up, guys? Welcome back to day I don't even know. Hold on. Because I skipped a couple days here. Dude, shout out Leo. Leo's been here since like day 80 and he's always commenting on the videos, so I appreciate that. Today's gonna be day 130. Welcome to 130 of grinding until I'm a millionaire. That's crazy. We're at like 4 or 5 months now. 4 months of keeping track of this, tracking my progress. And the whole goal here is eventually I'm going to be a millionaire or I'm going to die trying. Like where I'm at, the trajectory, because I'm 28 now, I think I'm 28, 27, 28. I really can't remember. Anyway, the trajectory is like, I'm a little bit past working a corporate job and for the rest of my life and like working my way up in the company. That ship sailed a long time ago. I think in 2018, no, it would have been 2021, I turned down like decent corporate job. And I decided I wanted to pursue the BMX stuff. I wanted to grow this business. Like that was my passion and that's what I wanted to do. And now here it is 3 more years later. Like if I started in the corporate world now, I mean, sure, you can work your way up, but I just don't think like the trajectory that I have would be as good as I would like it to be, because you have two things, right? Like you pick a company that you can grow with, you work your way up in that company, you end up pretty well off by the end of your life, or you try and do your own thing and you pick what you want to work on, you work at that, and you could end up pretty well off by the end of your life. And so, you know, that's the route I decided to go, is I'm going to make this entrepreneurship work. I'm going to keep going at it. I'm going to keep trying. And so I'm either going to be broke or I'm going to be rich. You know, I'm either going to figure it out or not. And so I'm okay with that. You know, life, like this is more fun to me. The gamble of like, is this going to work out? The uncertainty, the grind of trying different ideas and trying to make things work. Like it's exciting. So I'm not too stressed about it. Maybe I just don't think very far ahead, like, oh shit, what happens when I want to retire? I don't have a 401k, I don't have health insurance, I don't have it. I'm gonna fucking figure it out. That's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, that's what this is all about. You're either gonna see me get rich or you're gonna see me get broke, more broke, and can't get much more broke. So over the last couple days, I've been trying to figure out what to do with this apartment, because like I said, I signed the lease with my ex. We're on the lease together. We're not together anymore, but we were when we signed the lease. We did this lease, 15-month lease. It ends in like 4 or 5 more months. And so I need to figure out what to do after that, because obviously we're not going to keep going month to month. She's not here most of the time, still paying some of the rent. It's just this crazy thing, and we need to get it figured out. So on my radar a week or so ago was like, okay, well, maybe what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move to New Mexico after this. For what I pay in rent here, I could get a half decent house with a yard for Joseph. And we could just do that, you know. But then I'd have to go back to New Mexico. And I miss my friends. I like New Mexico, don't get me wrong. But there's so much opportunity here. Like, I just feel like being in Phoenix is where I need to be. We go to that brewery after work sometimes so that she can play at the dog park, and like we met people there. We're building some sort of sense of community, which I don't care about. It's not a big thing. Like I'm totally cool just being here alone working on my stuff. But anyway, hold on. Let me keep the ball rolling. So anyway, being there, I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I want to make it work. I want to figure it out. I want to stay here. And right now from serving, I probably make like $1,000 a week, working 25-ish hours, sometimes closer to 30. And then from the YouTube, from the affiliate stuff, depends on the month, but on the lower months, I'm at around $1,000 a month from that. So $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. It's a lot better than I was doing in New Mexico. And serving's a big part of that. And if I went to a higher end steakhouse, maybe I'd make more money. But what I got to figure out here is how to make more money in the short term so that I can stay here and so that I can keep building up my stuff. A couple days ago, I sent $1,200 to one of my credit cards, First National Bank of Omaha, and paid off one of my credit cards. And I feel really good about that. I logged on to look like yesterday and it said, available credit. Like it was full, 1,300 or whatever. And I'm like, yes, that's good. Like I've been trying to do that for so long, and it just felt good to finally pay it up. I've already got another 400 set up in that savings account so that I can pay off the next one in a couple months. And like the ball's moving forward, things are going good. And I gotta take a second and be proud of myself, because where I was at a year ago was so this is crazy. I'll be at a year at Olive Garden this month. But so a year ago, I was in New Mexico, and I was living in my grandparents' house for free, no rent, so that was good. And because of that, I could do the social media stuff full time. I was making more from the affiliate stuff. I was closer to like $2,000 a month. But yeah, so I made like $2,000 a month from the brand, and that's all I was doing for work. So it was very low income, and because of that, I had healthcare. I got on benefits. That was nice, and it gave me the ability to like kind of work and grind and work on my stuff. But here, I feel like I'm doing the same amount of stuff. I'm making way more money, so I just might as well be here working just the same hardness, working just as hard. Yeah, but anyway, like a lot has changed in that last year. I started at Olive Garden last year so that I could transfer here and start making money here, because I knew that paying rent here was going to be more expensive, obviously. And look, the lady at Circle K buys her a toy like every couple months, and so she just bought her this toy and she ate the eye out. But anyway, so I got to be proud of myself. I'm definitely doing a lot better now than I was last year. I'm definitely doing a lot better now than I was 5 years ago. And when I look at everything just how it is, I'm like, fuck, I got to be doing better, man. I got to be doing better. You see all these rich people on social media, all these other people, and I'm like, not me yet. But anyway, we'll get there. So where I need to be right now is figure out this. Hey, what are you eating? Figure out what I'm doing. We pay about $1,800 for this 2-bedroom, 1,100 square feet, which is probably the best deal we could find in the area, all things considered, when you look at quality. And if I go down to a 1-bedroom, I'd get something on the first floor that would have a little bit of a patio for her, and that would be like $1,500-$1,600 a month. So plus the garage, plus all the other utilities and all the other expenses. So if I stay here, it's like $2,000 a month in just rent. If I go to the 1-bedroom, it'll be like $1,800 a month in just rent. And right now we split, and I pay the utilities and everything. So I pay like $12, $13, and like that's fine. But shit, adding another $700 onto that to do $2,000 a month, that's gonna be a lot of money. And it'd just be a couple more shifts a week. Like, okay, I guess I don't have Fridays off. I guess I only have Mondays off. Like, I could make it work. But I'm also against spending your whole life just work just to be alive. Like, what the hell? So that's stressing me out. But I looked at some of the apartments. There's the 1-bedroom, and then there's a loft. And let me tell you guys, this is perfect. But somebody needs to talk me out of it. You guys who are listening, like, tell me if this is a flawed thought process, because what I need, okay, there's the loft here, and there's a 1-bedroom apartment at a different unit or a different complex that's kind of like cheap and junky. Is super cheap for a studio, I guess. It's a studio for like $1,135. 300 square foot studio for $1,135. Or the 1-bedroom's like 700 or 800 square foot for $1,500-$1,600. But the loft area is still here, and you walk in, you have like this pretty nice sized living room, nice sized bedroom, bathroom, whatever. But then you go up the stairs, and there's like a nook area at the top of the stairs, and it's perfect. I can set my desk up in one side of it, put the camera at the desk, put a chair behind the desk in the corner, or have 2 chairs on the walls. And there's room for lights and cameras on both sides. So if I do podcast interviews, it's just like, it's perfect setup. It's absolutely perfect. And then you can go outside onto the roof. You have a little roof area. And I'm like, this is dope. This is super dope. Joey would like it. The utility of it's perfect. I could set up a film area down in the living room. I can set up a green screen down there. I can set up this kind of filming area up in the loft, and I can set up a second chair to have it for interviews, because I'm going to get into this later. This is going to be a long one. I got so much to talk about. It's because I didn't do one yesterday. Hold on. Okay. She keeps eating stuff and it's not good. Okay, so that is going to be, the loft is the same price as what we pay here for the 2-bedroom. And I'd rather have the loft than the 2-bedroom because I don't need it. I don't need the other bathroom. I don't need the other bedroom. Like I set my filming stuff up out here in the living room, got my room in there with my desk, bed. It's cool. It's all I need. So I really like the loft and I really want the loft. It's also easier if we stay here because it's a $500 transfer fee. If I switch from this unit to another unit, and it gets my ex off of the lease, and that's better because otherwise our alternative of breaking it early is each paying like $1,800 to break it. So like $3,600 to break the lease. And then we both move out, and then I got to do a deposit and everything again at another unit. Like it just makes sense to stay here. But what I'm having a hard time justifying is the $1,800 a month that I'd be paying on my own for this unit. Like that is so much money. I could get a whole house in New Mexico for that. But like, I don't know. For the utility, for what I need for it, if I'm going in that direction, it makes the most sense. You know, I don't have to rent a second location. If I start doing a podcast, I don't have to, it's just pretty perfect. It's in the same building. It's the same like complex. So I don't have to pay just have to pay a transfer fee. Deposit stays, like everything stays. I think it makes the most sense. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But before I do it, I need to start making more money, and just so I can be sure. And so, like I talked about on the last video, was I'm hitting the social media stuff hard. I finished up that website, got that built up, start finding clients, start getting some work done for my portfolio, just having free work done for the portfolio. And then last night, so this is where I'm going, then I'll be done rambling, is I posted a feeler out on a Facebook group I'm in, and I said, hey, I'm building a website and it's going to just highlight local businesses in the area. The whole point of it is to showcase local small business owners here so that people can sort through them, can shop local, so you can get some exposure. And I want to build that just for that. Like that really is the sole purpose. And my thought process with it is like, I'll connect with these business owners. I'll learn a little bit more about their business. I'll help them tell their story on that blog post that I'm going to do. And I'll make a couple social media posts for it, for my own, for that brand, and promote them through that. Like, you know, you see some of the people on TikTok that's like, today I went to Starbucks. No, I wouldn't be Starbucks. Today I went to Phoenix Coffee Co. And this is what it was like. First, I had a caramel macchiato, you know, and it's just like that really close voiceover while they're filming everything. And I could do something like that. I wouldn't do it like this, but I could do something like that where I'm like, just showcase the businesses, like what makes them unique, tell their story, what makes them special. And I really want to do that. And then I also want to start doing like free social media classes for the small business owners. Like I want to help them do better with social media, the ones that are trying to do better with social media. And my old coach at Roadhouse, she was my marketing coach. She quit her corporate marketing job to do this, and she's doing really well. And so I don't know, maybe I'll try and call her and see what's going on and pick her brain a little bit. But I like that direction, because what I want to do, first and foremost, from any book I've read, from anything, I've read a lot, is give value first and cultivate a community. Like in Tribes from Malcolm Gladwell, you don't get to pick. Like you don't get to say, hey, small business owners, I'm the leader of your tribe. I'm going to teach you everything social media. You don't get to do that. Like they get to decide. And the way they get to decide is by you offering value. And I just think just connecting with the people, everyone in that group is so cool. I put a feeler out there asking about website ideas, and like just people have been super cool. Everyone's cool. And when I think about it, here's the other thing. You got to think about what they really want. So everyone who's commenting on that post where I said, hey, I'm building a website, I want to feature local businesses. What do they want? Okay, everyone who's commenting on that post, like, what are they looking for? They're looking for more exposure. They're looking to get their brand out there. They're like, everyone's so quick to jump in the comments and post a screenshot of their business card and post to like talk about their business and stuff. Like, that's what they want. That's what they truly want, is more exposure, potentially more customers. And so if I can show them how to do that with social media, it's going to be a win-win. And if it's a good fit, only if it's a good fit for me to do their social media for them, then it's perfect. And that's the only way I can meet them. Like, that's the best way I can meet them. And I'll be very selective, I'll make sure I only work with the businesses that I can genuinely help. And building up that other website to me is so fun. Like, I just spent a couple hours last night mock building like different posts from people who commented, just so I could be like, hey, this is kind of the direction I'm thinking about going. What do you think? Like, so I put a couple people's real businesses and information on that website and did like a little fake interview with them and like some questions that I would ask, and it could be perfect. And then especially if I expand it and I have all the social channels for that brand, like every business that I feature is like, okay, I'll come out to you or you come out to me, I guess. I think it would work best if I come out to them, do social media stuff of their business, but then they come to me, or maybe we do a podcast interview there, or they come to me, we do the podcast interview in the loft that's set up for podcasts. And I just get to ask them about their business, learn a little bit more about it, highlight them, feature them. And it's like every month or every week. It's like featuring a new business on there. And I really think it could grow that way. I really, really think it'll grow. But it involves me getting out of my shell and going out and actually talking to people and meeting people and filming people and putting myself out there. But with that, I think it would be great. Somebody commented on there and they're like, hey, I'm in Mesa, and let me know when you venture out that way. And it's like, okay, well, I said all the Phoenix area, but I'll start in Chandler, so fair enough. And somebody commented, this is what got my gears really turning. He said, I have a business just like this. He's like, and mine's in Mesa, and it's called, I don't know, My Mesa AZ.online. He doesn't even have a .com domain. And I think potentially him and I could maybe work together on stuff. I don't think the execution of the business is very good, but no. Actually, I think the way he's executing the business is the only way that fucking makes sense, because it's like, it actually makes sense the way that he's doing it. So I take that back. The way that I'm doing it doesn't make any sense. But there's a few businesses on there. There's not very many that I saw. And then I clicked and it's like, there's a button. It's like, hey, do you want to be featured? Like, let us know. And they have different plans. So you can feature your business for free on the website. And it includes like a photo of your business and some information about it. And you can feature it for $35 a month, which includes a video or something. Like, there's different tiers of it. And I'm like, oh, smart. And I think really what it gives them is when they sign up, based on what they pay for, it gives them the ability to add that to their listing. And that's not really what I'm looking to do. I'm not looking to build a directory business. When I was getting the theme for the website, that was one of the ones that I was looking for, was directories. And I was like, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I want. I want to build a personal connection with these businesses, and I want to tell their story. That's what I want. That's my goal with it. So does it make sense for me to physically go to every single business location, talk to the owner, film content, take pictures, and then create a blog post for no money? No, doesn't make any sense at all. Makes zero sense. But fuck it. I think that by doing it, it's going to build good connections, and I'll just figure out what happens after that, man. That's how I've always done things. I'm like, provide value, do something good, it's all going to work out. And so that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. But I'm pretty hyped on the whole idea. I really think that it can work out, and this direction can go good. I think I'm going to delete my BMX Discord server. It's got like thousands of members in it, but someone messaged me. He's like, did I just get kicked from the server? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm not even in there. I'm never in there. And I love it. I love that I built this community for everyone to hang out but like for me, monetarily and brand wise, I don't think I'm getting much out of it, and it's causing a lot of drama because my mods kick people, and then some people say dumb shit, and then it just makes me look bad as the brand, and it's like I don't have time to give it the attention it deserves. I'd rather build a Future Millionaire Discord, and I would be in there all the time trying to learn from you guys, because I've learned so much just from the few of you guys that I've connected with over the comments. So anyway, yeah, so that's what happened on day 130. It was, God damn, is that popcorn? It was quite a day. And and I went and bought a motorcycle helmet. That's the other thing. I got a lot of stuff I want to buy. I spent $300 on this motorcycle helmet, but it's a $600 helmet, so I saved $300 technically. And I need that helmet because it's so much quieter. I took my old helmet. I had to drive all the way to North Phoenix. It's like a 40-minute drive. A ride motorcycle all the way up there. And it sucked in that old helmet because it's super noisy. It doesn't fit me right. So like if I'm going 100 and I look to turn to make sure there's nobody beside me, the helmet starts to lift off my head. I gotta like push it back down and it's just sketchy. So this other helmet squeezes my cheeks up like this, but at least it fits better. And glad I bought that. Went to work, made like 120 again. Just a 5-hour shift. So money's okay. It's a little, I like just coming in at 5. I stay till close, but I make pretty good money, like make over 100 consistently. I haven't been working morning shifts, and this gives me, it's been good. This week has been really good because the week prior, I'd go in at 11, I'd work for a couple hours, I'd come home, I'd work, like I'd have an hour or two of free time before going back to work, and I hated that. So this works good. I don't go into work till 5. I can work on stuff up until then, and then we're good. And I still make probably the same amount of money. So figuring out stuff like that is super important. But anyway, the key takeaway for today, guys, is I want you to think about whatever you're building, when you're building something, when you're selling something, think about where your audience is hanging out and how you can get in front of them in an unconventional way. I see so many people in that Facebook group, like they've got the right idea, right? Gary Vee, find Facebook group, find communities of people and that you want to sell to, like find your target audience, and they've got the right idea. And then they go in there, and this is what I see. Hey guys, I'd love to sell you my social media services. I would love to take your money and post videos for you on social media. Like that's pretty much the gist of it. What business owner, like that is just cool, you're getting in front of them, I guess, but it's got like one like. And no comments. So God bless. Everyone's trying their best, and I'm not saying that I'm holier than thou, or like I'm some wizard. I haven't started it yet, but what I can tell you is like my approach to it. I'm finding them, and I'm also connecting with them, and I'm also giving value. And so the thought process that I have, I don't know if this is true or not, but even if they don't buy my social media services, I'm like, hey, you could really help me out if you have one person that you know that might get value from what I do. Like, let me know, just refer me to them. And it doesn't even have to be, I guess I could connect with more businesses that way. God, there's just so many options. This is going to be so fun. I'm so excited about doing this, man. Anyway, but people post on there and they're just like, I'd like to sell my services. Like, okay, well, people don't know that they want to buy your services. You've got to show them why. And I think that everything I've been doing over the last 4 or 5 years with the BMX stuff, the affiliate marketing, the YouTube, the website, the blog, like everything has kind of built me up to doing this next journey I'm going on. And we'll see what happens. I'm super excited though. And I'm excited for you guys to be following along. I think that this might be the $1 million idea. I think so. We'll see. We'll find out in a couple months what's going on. But I just need to get a couple clients at $1,000 a month, and then I'll be good. I'll be able to afford the studio easy, and we'll be chilling. So that's the short-term goal. Is get some clients, get that money rolling in, and keep building the connections with the local businesses. So I'll keep following along, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for day 131. And yeah, Have fun.